let's get into this Kim Kardashian story. So Glenn Close, first of all, you know what? This is my level of when I tell you what she said, my level of subtle shade or elegant shade, eleganza shade. You know, if there's not a word, I'm making it up. You know, because eleganza with RuPaul's drag, eleganza shade. So apparently, Glenn Close threw it while she was out. I think she's in some movie or whatever the case. Oh, the Knives Out movie. That's what she's in, playing a nun. But anyway, so she recently opened up about this show called All's Fair, which I have not watched, but it's getting eviscerated on social media. People are throwing all kinds of shade, talking about the show was terrible, the acting is bad, all the other stuff. So it's getting harsh reviews. And Glenn Close recently did an interview with Variety where she basically gave a mix of honesty, restraint, and unmistakable shade. So in the interview with or conversation with Variety, Glenn Close didn't sugarcoat Kardashian's self-awareness on set. According to Close, Kardashian has no pretensions that she was a great actress. The remark was delivered matter-of-factly, confirming that many critics have said, while also making it clear that reality star isn't out here pretending otherwise. The Hulu drama, which reunites Kardashian with American Horror Story delegate co-creator Ryan Murphy, a show that a season I absolutely hated, by the way, because she was on that. But here's the thing: she was kind of like playing her mother, Kris Jenner, as Siobhan over there on Delicate. So her acting wasn't that bad on that. But we all know, like, I don't think anybody, I think even Helen Keller would probably tell you, like, um, yeah, we kind of aware that I think Kim Aware has self awareness that she knows she's not Meryl Streep up in here trying to give you full on, masterclass in thespianism. So yeah, they said one of the streamer's most watched scripted debuts, despite a 0% Rotten Tomatoes score. That's what the whole situation's been going on. I don't know if the numbers went up yet, but yeah, since we first started talking about this, it got a 0% Rotten Tomatoes score. Now, still, Close noted that was more to Kardashian's performance than the headlines. She highlighted the 45-year-old's work ethic, saying she was struck by Kardashian's seriousness of intent, saying she always knew her lines, she never was late, she always was prepared. Close also added that Kardashian intentionally surrounded herself with strong performers, explaining she was smart enough to have people around her who she could learn from. The group includes Sarah Paulson, Naomi Watts, Tiana Taylor, and Niecy Nash Betts, all of whom describe Kardashian as kind, collaborative, and committed throughout filming. The respect among the cast went both ways. Now, earlier this year, Close said that she declined to offer Kardashian acting advice, not out of disinterest, but out of respect, saying, I would not presume to give Kim Kardashian advice. I think she's a very, very brilliant woman. I think she could choose to do her anything she wants. And I know a lot of people look at it as like, oh, here's this girl with no talent who just brushes her or bombards her way into a room and gets to have all these opportunities. Well, look, this is the new world order. The days are gone where it's like you had to pound the pavement and spend years taking acting classes and going out and auditioning and getting the respect that way. There will always be those actors that will get that respect, but we're in the era of the Nepo baby or the famous celebrity who gone viral and now they're getting the role in the TV show or the movie. But it's up to them at that point. If you're going to pull a Kim Kardashian, you're going to go in as a spoiled brat, or you go in, or on one hand you go in as a spoiled brat who's like, oh yeah, I'm famous and I'm this and I'm in the room with all the best of the best, and y'all need to bow down and kiss my ass. Those are the ones that are not going to last long. Or you take the approach of Kim Kardashian, which is like, yeah, I know I'm not the best actor in the room, but I'm going to surround myself with people who are the best of the best, know what they're doing, and I can basically feed off of that. Because I'm gonna tell you, as somebody who went to film school, I truly feel like I did not get my education on what it's really like to be in the trenches until I started being in those rooms with those execs and working in those places. When I was at VH1, I felt like that was when I really got my bearings of understanding how the industry works. So you can take all the classes and you can get all the information, the jargon embedded in your brain, but until you are actually in that room, I feel like Kim, and I can't believe I'm defending her with saying this, but I feel like when she got in that room, that's when she got the master class on really how to bring us up. Now, if she was able to deliver with her wooden ass acting, that's something else. But at least she put herself in a situation where she surrounded herself with the best people and she can get the best education while she was on set doing these shows. Now, will she ever be Meryl Streep? Stranger things have happened. I'm not saying she's gonna be her, but if she gonna ever become a good enough actor, look, we were saying the same thing about Dwayne Johnson. Remember, he started out as a horrible actor. Will Smith was not the greatest actor when he first started out until he got serious and started taking lessons. Same thing with Dave Batista. Dave Batista, people was kind of like, no, he wasn't. His acting wasn't all that great in the beginning, but he bogged down. He took the acting training and everything seriously, and now people look at him like he's a legitimate actor. So stranger things have happened. But do I think like Kim will actually take the time to really study the craft? That girl like being an attention whore so damn much. I don't think that will ever happen. But she get an A for effort, I guess. Now, in other news regarding Kim Kardashian, she's opening up about her dating life and saying that since being married to Kanye, well, child, first of all, anybody that sleep with Kanye, he about to tank your pussy from Kingdom Come. And by the way, she is worth $1.9 billion. She don't need no more damn money, quiet as it's kept. But she said she's in no rush to jump back into dating and says the idea feels less appealing, the longer she stays single. So it's like you get really comfortable the longer you're single. This is what she explained in a confessional on last Thursday's episode of The Kardashians. The thought of you sharing a bed or your TV shows with someone else becomes less and less appealing because you get set in your ways. As somebody who's been single for a long time and likes being single, do you like being single? Remember that song? Who's saying that? Oh, everything but the girl. As somebody who's been single for a long time and like likes being single and no shit, I do. I feel like because I've been single for so long, I am so set in my ways that it's like I want to be able to come and go as I please. I want to be able to watch my shows without somebody bitching and moaning about when I want. Oh, you put that on there. I don't want to watch that. Okay, well then go in the other fucking room because that's basically how I would be with my attitude. I'm like, you just want to go in that other room and watch your program or whatever it is you want to watch in that room. But right now, I'm gonna watch my whatever show I'm gonna watch because I can't think of one, and I'm gonna just sit and watch it. I don't want to change up my ways because, like, yeah, when you've been a certain way for so long, it's sort of like, hmm, I don't want to be bothered. So the Skims co-founder gave the rare update about her love life or lack thereof after having a heart-to-heart with All's Fair co-star Sarah Paulson, who says she wants more for Kardashian. Well, shout out to Sarah Paulson because she in a relationship with oh my god, what's that actress's name? She's a much older woman. Who's she like? Old cooch. She said, think about the amount of times you're trying to keep everything little and tight around your kids. The actress pointed out, referring to Kardashian and West's four children, North, South, East, and West. Okay, I'm joking. North, who's 12, Saint, who's 9, Chicago, who's 7, and Psalm, who's 5. Paulson, who's 50, gushed that she wants whatever the great romance of Kardashian life is to be able to bloom. Kardashian, however, admitted that she isn't ready to open herself up to love, saying, I know Sarah feels like I have to put up this wall to overprotect myself, but it's okay to close down a bit and focus on the things you want in life. And now she's saying that even though she is comfortable being single and focusing heavily on her career, the self-claimed hopeless romantic clarified she isn't shutting down dating for good, saying when the right person comes along, I'll be ready for everything will be fine. Well, girl, when you're done, your coochie done ran through everybody in the industry, who else is left to date? But all jokes aside, I definitely feel where she's coming from. I just had to throw that dagger in there based off her reputation. I mean, come on now. We already know how Kim became famous. I mean, isn't Ray J suing her over it in the latest story around that? But one, your coochie has been tainted because you done had 4 kids with Kanye. So number one, and nobody's trying to get with a woman who's got 4 children and baggage of with a psychotic ex-husband. That's no shade. I'm just saying. And number two, feel like at this point in your life, because you were so busy, because you are Kim Kardashian, who don't need nobody's money. Because as I stated earlier, her net worth is $1.9 billion. So she's a billionaire. She don't need nobody, no man to take care of her. So when you are a billionaire, based off of you being, the mogul or whatever it is that you do with your skims and all that other stuff, and now I'm hearing that you're trying to open up a bunch of uh skim stores where the people are mad at you because now you're aligning yourself with Zionists. Um, what is it that a man could bring to the table to be able to date the likes of a Kim Kardashian? Because when she's got money, when she's got her, all the things that, if you're thinking in old school layman terms, a man feels like, I want to be the provider, I want to be all those things. Well, she don't need that. Maybe, I guess what she would need is a guy who can provide her with a sense of security, because she wasn't getting that when she was married to Kanye, or as I'm sorry, Kanye, because that's what we call her over here. So, uh, maybe at this point in your life, because you got 4 children, and I understand you're a mother, so you don't want to bring some man around your children when you don't feel like it's going to be stable, but you never know until you try. I'm not saying you need to bring them around the first night. Like, wait maybe 6 months and then introduce them to the kids or something. I don't know. You'll figure it out. But, or maybe what it is like, you know what? Just find you a man to hit it and move on. But you have all the things that satisfy you. Like I always say, I don't feel like, maybe it's sad to say, but I feel like that when it comes to certain people, everybody's not meant to be in a relationship or a long-standing relationship. Some people are just like, their true commitment is they're married to their work. And that's what the true commitment is. But when it comes to relationships, if the mood ever presents itself, I just want to get it in and keep it moving. Once I scratch that itch, then I'm good. Until the next time I need that itch scratched again. So there you have it on that topic. I definitely want to hear from y'all. Do you agree with, well, the two things? The one about Glenn Close, where she threw the shade at Kim Kardashian and the whole acting situation. I definitely want to hear your thoughts about that. Plus also with Kim saying that she no longer finds dating appealing because of I guess she was hurt by being in that relationship with Kanye. So whatever your thoughts are on both topics regarding Kim Kardashian, let me know your overall thoughts in the comments down below.